So what's up guys, it's here Bayanino or Quadigy, and welcome to the Modern Warfare 2 reveal. Modern Warfare 2 was revealed today on the Call of Duty YouTube channel. We got to see a great look at the campaign. And I just thought for today's video, since there's so much information going around everywhere, you know, a bunch of YouTube channels, a bunch of Twitter accounts, a bunch of people are talking about it, I thought I'd make this video in specific for some of the lesser known details and upcoming things that you can look forward to when it comes to the long-term reveal for this game. Obviously, we still have, 141 days until the actual game coming out, and between then, we'll see multiplayer stuff revealed, more campaign stuff, a beta where we'll be able to play the game early, and much, much more. And if you guys are excited to hear more of the little details that you might have missed, maybe a map was mentioned in here, maybe a certain gun, or whatever the case is, and you guys want to just be more informed about the Modern Warfare 2 universe that we're going to be heading into here at the end of 2022, then make sure you guys drop a like in the video, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. Before we start with all the secrets of this Modern Warfare 2 reveal, I just want to kind of let out my thoughts. I thought the trailer was pretty good, but it didn't really like make me go crazy about the game. It's kind of like Modern Warfare 2019 2.0, if that makes any sense. Like the game looks really clean. I think they look really cool, and I really like the song choice. You know, they have great taste in music, but it's not like we didn't get much. You know, we don't exactly know how the game is gonna play. But I did like the references to oil rig and the water combat and everything. That gave me that Modern Warfare 2 vibe, which was really dope. And I don't know, the overall branding of the game is really cool as well. But yeah, without further ado, those are my initial thoughts. Let's go ahead and talk about the secrets to be revealed here. So the first thing we're going to talk about is right at the beginning of the trailer, and it's this gun that hops out of the helicopter. A lot of people are theorizing that this is the ACR for Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, and we didn't see the ACR in Modern Warfare 2019, so I think it would make sense that they would show us a gun that we didn't see before in the previous game, but was a callback to Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. It was my favorite gun in Modern Warfare 3. That's my favorite Call of Duty. It'd be amazing to see this thing back. Some people are saying it might be a Scar H, but from the angle, it looks like it you know, the stock kind of does look like a Scar H, but if you look back in the Modern Warfare 3 model, this is definitely an ACR. I don't know if it'll be like the ACR from Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 specifically. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be more of the Modern Warfare 2 version, but I do hope it's the Modern Warfare 3 version because that version was extremely powerful. What do you guys think? Is this the ACR or is this the Scar? I'm putting my money on the ACR. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. So the next section is going to be a little bit after the ACR section. It's going to be this nice little close-up on this part of this area right here. A lot of people are theorizing that this is Highrise just without the crane. And if you look at the map layout a little bit closer, honestly, it does look like Highrise. You have the nice little bottom parts on the left side there, and you have the nice little helicopter pad, and kind of like the areas that people would kind of run through in the two buildings, which is actually pretty crazy. So if you compare this aerial view to the Highrise map that I'll probably put in this video, they look extremely similar, and they look nearly identical. It's just there's going to be no crane. Maybe the crane will be introduced later. Maybe this is the campaign version of Highrise or whatever the case is. But I do think it's kind of cool that they're pretty much hinting to us that Highrise is going to be in the game, which is actually just insane. Let me know if you were a fan of Highrise in Modern Warfare 2, and let me know if you ever got to the top of that one building through that nice little platforming little adventure, I guess you could say, on Modern Warfare 2. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Just comment down in the comment section below. Let's keep it going. The next secret is actually right after that whole Highrise teaser, I guess you could say. But after showing the Highrise teaser, they actually show a teaser of another area. And apparently this area is part of the new Warzone 2.0 map, which is actually really crazy. So just analyzing this you know, couple of images here, I guess you could say. It looks like there's a lot of buildings. It looks like there's a good amount of buildings. It might take place in a more urbanized area, and then there's also some like deserty, like grounded area on the right side there. So it looks very Verdansk-like, if you ask me. Also, there is a body of water there, and it has been confirmed that you can swim in this game. Yes, just like in BO3 and BO4, and I believe in Cold War, you'll be able to have underwater combat. Apparently, for right now, you can only use a pistol or a melee weapon while swimming, so swimming is kind of a disadvantage in that sense. You know, if you're trying to fight somebody on land who has like a full-on AR or SMG. But it's really cool to see that Warzone 2 will also have, you know, utilize the swimming mechanics, and you'll be able to pull off some plays that way. So let me know what you guys think about this little teaser of the Warzone 2 map. Like, what does it resonate to you? Let me know in the comment section below. Pretty cool freaking stuff here. The next thing I want to do is just list some of the campaign story elements in case you guys are curious. So basically, Modern Warfare 2 takes place 3 years after the first Modern Warfare 2019. So Modern Warfare 2022 legit takes place in 2022, and it covers the return of Task Force 141. Basically, it's going to be fictional, but based on real military technology, and it's going to center on the Alcatala enemy group, which is actually pretty crazy. They are also working with the Mexican cartels. So the Alcatala are working with Mexican cartels, so that's kind of cool. And then the U.S. and Mexican special forces will pretty much try to, stop them. And this is going to take place all over the U.S., which is actually pretty insane. Mexico, Middle East, I heard even Colombia, which is insane, and Europe, which is just, it's going to be crazy. It's going to take place all over. And it becomes a center on vulnerable humans becoming heroes. So, a lot of cool stuff out here. We got Ghost, Price, Vargas, Soap, Gaz, and freaking Farah potentially coming in here. And then there's also somebody new known as Graves, who is going to be like the leader of the Shadow Company. So the Shadow Company is in this as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how the whole story develops. But I think that's enough about talking about the campaign and gameplay stuff. Let's talk about some Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer stuff, which is going to be featuring a lot of stuff from Modern Warzone's article. So let's rock and roll. Okay, so this video will be focused on multiplayer stuff, so I think I have some Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer in the background. Not the current Modern Warfare 2, but the OG Modern Warfare 2, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. But let's talk about the freaking multiplayer features here. So there's 3 maps that are learned of so far that are going to be 6v6 maps in Modern Warfare 2022, or Modern Warfare 2, whatever you want to call it. There's a museum set in Spain and takes heavy inspiration from the Getty Museum, I'm assuming from LA. If you've ever been to the Getty Museum in LA, I was there once in like elementary school or something. It was really tight. Crazy that I actually remember that. Grand Prix is a racetrack set in Asia, so we're going to Asia as well. At night with a race still going on in the background, that should look really tight. Farm 18 is an undisclosed training facility set in an old cement factory. It has a traditional shoot house in the middle of the map, so pretty cool that they already have like different environments. I'm expecting this game to look really good artistically, which is great. We already talked about swimming, so swimming's in the game. Apparently, dolphin diving is also in this game. So dolphin diving is finally back since what game had it? World War II? Yeah, I think this is the first time we've had dolphin diving since World War II, so like 6 years later. You can still slide though, which is actually crazy. But dolphin diving allows for more traversal options, such as players diving through a raised window. So if you wanted to like pretty much dive through a window for like epic action, I guess, and move a little bit faster instead of jumping through it, then you can do it. So pretty interesting. You also have ledge hanging. And the way to kind of explain ledge hanging is, how you would climb up a ladder and then you can also aim down sights with your pistol, before you actually climb up the ladder completely. That's kind of like how you would be able to do that. We also have dynamic vehicle gameplay, which includes leaning out windows, climbing on vehicle rooftops from within that vehicle, knocking off doors of vehicles, shooting and blowing out tires on vehicles, healing vehicles at gas stations. This is going to be in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, in case you guys were curious. So we're talking about some Warzone 2 stuff as well, which is this sounds pretty crazy and like really realistic. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but we shall see. There's also new field upgrades and equipment in Modern Warfare 2. We got the tactical camera field upgrade, which is similar to how Valkyrie's cameras work in Rainbow Six Siege. Players can jump from their camera to any other cameras thrown down by their teammates so long as they're alive. Pretty much dead players cannot spectate the cameras, so no ghosting. If players move in front of your camera, it will beep to you, letting you know players are in that area. So, sounds pretty crazy, honestly. We also have the DDoS field upgrade. They legit called it the DDoS. And it basically functions as an EMP device that can be used to take out the enemy's equipment and vehicles, which is pretty cool. If you use the DDoS on an enemy vehicle, the driver will be prompted that they have to restart the engine with a quick time event. That's kind of tight. And next up, we got the inflatable decoy field upgrade, which basically allows you to pretty much put down a decoy, and it can be manually triggered, but also functioned as a proximity mine. So you'll be able to kind of trick your opponents and, outplay them in that way, which is kind of funny. We also got a new lethal called the Drill Charge, which is going to be very familiar with the one in Rainbow Six Siege used by Fuse. You throw the Drill Charge on a wall. When it hits the wall, it screws in and will shoot a grenade through the wall. So it could also be used in vehicles and helps you take them over. There's a couple of new game modes in Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, including Knockout, It's basically gunfight meets core multiplayer. Each player will only have one life, however, they can be revived, and will be tasked to either eliminate the enemy team or the team holding the package when the timer hits 0. So kind of a little play on S&D, I guess you could say. And we got Prisoner Rescue, which sounds like Rainbow Six Siege, if anything. I'm not going to read through that. And there's a new gunsmith coming to Modern Warfare 2. It's kind of hard to say exactly what this gunsmith contains. We'll know more information about it later on. But it has been confirmed that you can use more than 3 attachments. And it's definitely going to be less than 10 attachments. So it's not going to be crazy like the Vanguard one is. Probably will be a little bit closer to Modern Warfare 2019's. And the Ricochet anti-cheat will be in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 when they both release. In case you guys are also curious, Warzone 2 will actually release this year along with Modern Warfare 2. So not at the same time as Modern Warfare 2, but most likely end of November or potentially middle of December, kind of like how we've had updates to Warzone before. So that's pretty good. So you're not going to be waiting too long for Warzone 2 to arrive. You're just going to be playing Modern Warfare 2 for a bit, and then Warzone 2 will launch. And this is one thing that I'm kind of a little iffy about. Let's say an AI system, basically bots, will be used throughout Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. And basically, AIs will be in every game mode. The AI is meant to command the player's respect, not just be cannon fodder to shoot at. The AI will have more coordinated behavior than ever before. The AI will play as if it has a life outside of combat. It will be aware of its environment and actually care about their lives and protecting themselves. And AI will be in Warzone 2. Infinity Ward currently has the capability of having 300 AI and 100 live active players on the map at one time, which is crazy to think about. And yeah, that's it. That's all we know about Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. According to Modern Warzone, who was there at the event, and he wrote up this amazing article that you should definitely read if I wasn't clear in this video. But there you go. Let me know what you guys think about the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer reveal and the Warzone 2 reveal. Just crazy stuff. I'm still, trying to process everything, but I think I gave enough information in this video for you guys to kind of enjoy. Just wanted to take a little break from Warzone. I had a Warzone video planned, but I was like, I gotta talk about the Modern Warfare 2 stuff, because we're all hyped about it. We got the campaign coming in tomorrow. I might talk about the campaign, but on my second channel. So if you guys enjoyed my commentary here about Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, then, subscribe to my second channel, where I'm definitely going to be playing and posting more Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. And on this channel, obviously, I'll be on Warzone. So if you want more multiplayer stuff, go to Modern Warfare 2, more KRNG channel. And I'll be going crazy with the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer gameplay there. I might do some throwback videos to kind of prep myself for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. But if you guys enjoyed everything, drop a like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. I really freaking love you. Let me know if you pre-ordered Modern Warfare 2 yet, and let me know what you're most excited about, and what is one thing you don't like about everything that I talked about so far, and what's one thing that you're really optimistic about that I talked about so far, and show it off. Anyways, I love you all, and bye.